Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Todd Teaches DDO. On this episode, you might notice, if you've been paying attention watching the other episodes, you might notice that I suddenly went from level 2 to level 3. That was because we had a small hiccup, technical problem, but that's okay. We are fixing that. It's been fixed. We won't have it again, but we're going to show you what you missed here. So last time we finished up that stealthy repossession quest. Took us 2 tries, but we got it done. We figured out how to do it. This time we've only got 2 level 2 quests to finish up, and those level 2 quests though are in a new area of the game called the Stormreach Marketplace. So we're going to take you on a tour of the marketplace in this episode, and then we'll finish up those last 2 quests next time. So let's go ahead. The Stormreach Marketplace, that's up here at the top of the harbor. So let's go ahead and go inside. Now, you enter in this first area in front of the fountain, and you can see this is a very large area. Lots of exits from this place, all these exits around the sides to take you to different areas. So I'm going to try to take you on a little tour. I'll go around the outside and try to show you where everything is. First of all, in this little courtyard area, you've got trainers for all the different classes, so that you can come here to do your leveling here right in the entrance to the marketplace. There's also a quest giver here for the coin lords that starts a quest chain. I think the quest chain's level 4 and 5, so that's there also. You can see that there's a bridge that takes us over into the central area, central pavilion of the marketplace. But we're going to go ahead and come down here first. This is the pawn exchange. It has a lot of different shopkeepers that sell various items of different types, and they're all labeled. There's a collector, and all these guys will sell items of their different types, and you just read what type of items they sell. Another collector here. And then over here to the right, we have the hireling vendors, and these hireling vendors go from levels 4 all the way up to epic levels. If you want anything below level 4 like we would be using, you'd have to go back out to the harbor to that hireling vendor. Now over here is the Jester's Haunt. It's a tavern, and inside, the Jester's Haunt in this area, the Rusty Nail, is the tavern. And you can go in, you can bind your soul, there's a shopkeeper in there, tavern keeper, you can do different things in there. Around the corner here are the 2 quests that we're going to come back and do next episode. You can see that I did them once because, well, we had technical difficulties, but we'll come back and do them again so you guys can see us run through them. So that will be our next episode. For now, let's complete our tour of the marketplace. We'll come back up around, and up here is kind of an alleyway where there's a couple different quest givers for level 3 and 4 quests, I believe. And then this opening here. This opening, the Soul Gate, takes us into this little courtyard with another fountain. This courtyard leads to the Cannith house. Now the different houses, house enclaves, are other areas with more quests. Sometimes they have adventure areas, shopkeepers, taverns, things like that. So each of these have different places, and some of them are different levels, some of them are all sorts of levels, but most of them have lots of different quests and areas for you to explore. So that's House Cannith. Then up here is a quest chain from the Silver Flame, and it's the Catacombs, and this is a good quest chain for levels 4 and 5. It goes through, I think, like 6 different quests. It's pretty good, especially if you're good at killing undead. So we'll come do that chain in a level or so. So that's where we came in. Coming up this way, you can see back just the rest of that alley back there. But right here is House Kundarok. So the House Kundarok Enclave. House Kundarok, they're kind of bankers. They do a lot of trading and exchange. They've got a couple different quest chains inside there. Also, this is where you would go to do your crafting. So if you want to be interested in crafting your own weapons and items and stuff, you would want to go here to do that. There's a crafting house inside. Now, from that alley, we come up around. Here's another quest giver. This guy's part of that chain I pointed out in the entrance way. And here is House Jarasco. So House Jarasco are the healers. They have the graveyards in here. They have a couple little quest chains, a couple shops and stuff in there. They have magic users and healers in there. Come up and around. That's the central pavilion again. Down here is the auction house. So the auctioneer's here. There's a quest chain over here. It's not really a quest chain, sorry. It's kind of a standalone quest. It doesn't even give you any XP. But if you're interested in dragon marks, you want to go here. So we'll probably do that quest here in a little bit so we can explain dragon marks to you. If you come up the stairs, there's a festival egg collector for one of the festivals they do around Easter. A collector, and then the airship tower. So in all the main areas there's an airship tower, so all the houses have one. Marketplace, harbor, some of the other places have airship towers. That's where we can get back to our airship. Around the side is a wayfinder. He takes you out to the desert of Manactaroon. That's a place you want to go when you hit about level 11 or 12. Some more quest givers, collectors. This guy takes you to the Restless Isles. Back here is a raid, the Chronoscope. That's a raid that goes level 6 or level 12 or level 18, and I believe it also has epic levels. And then we come over here, and there's this little courtyard. Another collector over here. And then this is House Deneath. So House Deneath has warriors. There's a couple really cool quest chains in here, but they have mostly shops, and they also have a set of trainers. If you leave to House Deneath from the airship, it takes you out to where there's a bunch of trainers, so that's another good place to do your leveling. Very easy to get to. Couple quest givers here, but this quest giver is part of the chain. This guy actually gives you ingredient bags. He tries to get you to do the crafting quests that we've already looked at once before. That takes us to a quest from the chain. Another collector. Oh, don't want to go this way. I want to go around this way so you can see House Fjarlin. House Fjarlin are entertainers and magic users. There's a really cool level 5 chain called the Carnival Quest. We'll do that eventually, and some other little quests in there, and some different wilderness areas. Quite a few wilderness areas actually from House Fjarlin. Here's another quest from the quest chain with the quest giver. Up here, up around the side, is the bank and the mailbox. So the Coin Lord Patron, the bank is here. This is the mailbox for the marketplace. And here we have the Stone of Change. Stone of Change does quite a few different things. You're probably going to want to look it up on the DDO wiki to get a full idea of what it can do. But mostly you can combine different dragon shards together to make the next tier of dragon shards. So that's mainly what it does. If you look inside the bank real quick, let's open this up. Unlike the bank out in the harbor, this one has several tellers, and you can go to any one of them. They do the same thing. They open up your bank. Then directly in front of this takes you back over again to the main pavilion. If you come out here, you can see there's a couple different Agents of Arganessen, Far Shifter. This takes you out to a quest area that's a level, I think level 12 to 15 is Giant Hold, and that's a pretty cool place. It's a huge wilderness area. Here's another tavern. This is the Phoenix Tavern. This tavern, I'll step inside real quick to show you, actually has another quest giver, spirit binder, barkeep, but it has another arena area. So if you jump down here, there's another PvP area where you can fight with other people. It's actually larger than the other tavern, but I never see people in here. But it's just another place. Come with some friends and just see who would win in a fight. And then off here to the right is the Asylum. That's a high level quest chain. I think it's level 17, 18, 19. That's part of that quest chain there, where you get some really cool and interesting items. Up here, bridge, you can see the Lord's March Plaza. The Lord's March Plaza is another area with a quest chain. A couple different ways to get there, but the plaza is, what levels? I think levels 12 to 14 again, something like that. Then there's the 12. So the 12, they're the council who rules Stormreach, and this is where they live, do their business. There's a huge tower in there, as well as an airship tower, a bunch of different quest chains, some different wilderness areas, and it's an interesting place to check out. It's in a huge caldera. The tower's in the middle of this lake of lava. It's pretty cool. Around here to the side, there's another collector, and then a wilderness area called Searing Heights. And that's kind of level 7, I believe. Level 7 quest adventure area. Lots of different things to explore in there. Now we'll come back around. This takes us back down to the same level as those vendors over there. So quest giver is part of that chain we saw at the beginning. There's the Lord's March Plaza. There's some alleyways that have some different quest givers and stuff in there. And there's this guy, Epic Trainer. So when you get epic levels, you can talk to him. Here's that pawn exchange we saw. This takes us back up to the entryway. This time we will go over to the main pavilion. So Silversmith Road, and it takes us over to, what do they call it? The Remembrance Plaza. So Remembrance Plaza has a bunch of different vendors. Your general vendor here, this is who you'd want to talk to repair or just sell your basic stuff that you have. Like, I'll sell these things here that I've got. Sell your gems. And then around the side, you got a potion vendor. Great place to pick up some potions at low levels. I highly recommend stopping by here and picking up some potions for maybe some bark skin potions, bear's endurance, any of these ones that are potion of some animal. Those will raise your different ability scores by 4 if you don't already have them being raised by something. Those are useful just to pick up 1 or 2 of each of those at low levels, so that you can maybe get some different stuff in quests like runes or levers and switches and stuff like that. Bull's Stripe, Cat's Grace, Potion to Cure Light Wounds, Moderate Wounds. You might want to pick up a couple of those if you don't have any way to heal yourself, or you don't have a hireling. Curse Removal and Disease Removal. I highly recommend, once you hit about level 6, to pick up a stack of about 10 of each of these. Just keep them with you in case you get hit with something. If you aren't very good at jumping, Potion of Jumping helps. Lots of different things in here. Just kind of go through them, read what their descriptions are. If you hold your mouse over it, it tells you. Check those out. Wand Vendor, if you are a caster type, you want to look through wands, because they're a little bit more powerful than the potions, because they have 50 charges, so you can cast them 50 times. So again, kind of read through, figure out which ones would be useful to you, and maybe pick up 1 or 2 of those. They've got scroll vendors for wizards and sorcerers, and then arcane reagents. They have an artificer. He talks about planar shards. You can see what they're used for and trade them in. And then there's divine scrolls for your clerics and favored souls, and divine reagents. So anyway, that is pretty much all of the marketplace. There's a couple things. There's like collectors all around. Use your map to kind of find things. Oh, I should show you right here in the middle. This stone right here could take you down into the subterrane. That's a high level, like 1920, level 1920 wilderness area. It is very difficult. It's not someplace you want to solo. It's definitely someplace you want to have at least a couple people with you. And there's some different quests, 2 different raids down there. Lots of cool stuff. So anyway, that is most of the marketplace. Lots of different things. Use your map to figure out where things are and do that. I'm going to jump down back into the pawn exchange and over here. So explore, look at all these different places, spend some time just getting familiar with where things are so you can quickly navigate. And next time, join us to finish up these level 2 quests that we didn't actually get to record properly, so that you can see how those are done. And we'll start level 3 quests once we finish them. So until next time, like, subscribe, watch our other videos. If you like the channel, you like the series, let us know, and we'll keep doing what we do. So until then, play games, have fun, and we'll see ya.